This is my Z-Pack Arc Blast, and I'm about to put it through a torture test with the water hose. I've got a sleeping bag in there, in a dry bag, and on the outside I've got tissue paper, and in the pockets I've got tissue paper. Tensioned the back up, I'll put that top strap across, and we'll give it a good drowning, and then we'll pull it apart and we'll see how it fares. So we're going for a good heavy rain. Blast in the pockets. I'll keep doing this for quite a while, and we'll come back. That's a vent there, so we've got a seam all the way down there, and we've got a seam all the way down there. So we'll pull it apart and see what's inside. I would suspect to see a little bit of water in these pockets because the zips are not totally closed, and there is a tiny gap between the zips. I've dusted off as much water as I can from the top, so we shall try and see. There's a wee bit of water in the top in the Velcro piece, so I'll just pull this apart, and looking inside, there's definite water inside that is wet. and that is wet. So the main water that was on the top has come through the vent, because down the bottom the tissue paper is absolutely dry, and you know, that's as dry as, and I wasn't holding back on that vent, but I can see down the bottom it is bone dry. So in pocket number 1, wow, that is bone dry. That pocket number 1 is absolutely bone dry. Pocket number 2, wow, that is bone dry. Gee. So we shall go to the dry bag now, and I would suspect that everything in this dry bag will be fine. And yeah. Yeah, there's nothing wet in that dry bag. So, because I was squirting viciously around this vent, that's where the water was coming in. So with the standard amount of rain, this bag at this stage will stay dry without a cover. You can never take it for granted and should always have some form of liner bag if you are attempting winter tramp or a very wet, rainy tramp. So the Z-Pack Arc Blast, there's a lot of reviews on all the adjustments, and you can further look into YouTube videos on those. One thing I noticed that with this tension system, when you tension up these rods to keep that gap on your back, it pulls in the centre here, so that when you go into your bag it is a little bit tighter, because it pulls that centre piece in. But really it's no drama, just to lift the wee canter, it just goes pop pop and you're back to a full easy open bag again for access. So these bags you buy for your size, they have different size for your torso. I got the large waist belt, and the pockets you have to buy extra. I'm 6'1", weigh 88 kg. This is a medium bag with all the large straps and belts. The carry of this bag is absolutely brilliant. I haven't mucked around with all the adjustments, I've just thrown it on and gone for it. The netting at the back is just great for wet gear. Initially you sort of, oh yeah, whatever. but honestly all my wet raincoat and pants just stuffed straight in there. Kept them all out. My wet socks, kept them all out of my bag. If I'm cruising along, I just throw my puffer jacket in there, pull it out. Like any pack, you really need to work out what your priorities are for your day when you're packing this pack, because there are no big pockets on the sides other than your water pocket and your extra, these pockets for snacks and bits and pieces. So if you stop for your lunch, you've got to have your lunch at the top, or everything you're going to eat at the top, and then your sleeping bag and cooking. Just work your way down, you work it out. Because I'm an older fella, I need glasses, so I have my GPS in this wee holder, and I have my glasses in that wee holder. And the whole thing weighs 500 grams, or just over 500 grams. If you're buying one from the States like I did, then buy a liner, bag liner, get the largest liner you can get, that's only 50 grams. Like I say, the extra pockets, and get some seam seal tape and some other little patching tape, because they do come out of America, and you may as well get all the extras if you're going to go for it in one go. They're not a cheap bag, but if you're going ultralight like I like to try and get down to, then I think they're an outstanding bag. This Cuben fibre as flimsy as it looks. If you look on YouTube and watch some of the videos on through hiking, on how well the Cuben fibre stands up to just being on the ground as a floor mat and tenting. You know, after a couple of 1,000 kilometres, they don't wear through. New Zealand bush is pretty hard and pretty tough, so you know, I'm not saying they're bulletproof, because I can imagine you snag a stick and go straight through the side. So it's horses for courses on what you're doing and where you're going to, what sort of treatment. They're rated at 16 kilos. That's a rating, but people have carried 20 kg in them, and after quite a lot of kilometres, the straps have started to wear. These are the bigger upgraded straps on them from when they were first new. But for my hiking, 12 kg is my max, and it will be down at around 7 kilos a lot of the time. 4-day tramp will be 7 kilos.